I was having a partial panic just now because like he was like thank you for something something, but the picture was like just him like sitting in a room. I thought he like got sick or something like. Hello everyone and welcome back to the Refresh Step, where you cover yourself for the main step. I'm yours for today, tomorrow, and the foreseeable future, Theodore Lu. And I'm with the hottest battler in the UK and admin of the Battle Spirits English Wiki, Ayumu Seiki.
Hello.
Yeah, how are you doing, Ayumu?
Alright, chill.
Nice. And I'm mighty fine now because because I'm finally done. I am freed from the shackle and it's time to shackle myself with something else.
What?
Yeah, I mean like I've been working for like the how to play video for like the last month and then yeah, and then when I was like about to finish up and then I was like looking for like how do other people like kind of like frame their how to play videos, right? And then I just realized that I kind of over engineered everything, and then yeah, I could have just like taken my taken the footage of my table and then like just put like the cards one by one, and I probably should have done that. Yeah. But regret is a slippery slope, so I just went about it, especially because when I realized that I was like, yeah, I'm already like 90% done. It feels like, I mean, like, yeah, lecture style video might be useful to, like, it kind of depends on like how you learn stuff, right? So, like, don't think like, just because like I think the table style video is like a little bit easier to understand for me, doesn't mean like the lecture style video is going to be hard to understand for everyone, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so like yeah, I guess like might as well just finish it first. Like if it's if like someone like yeah no it is like it's going to be clearer if like you just like show me everything on the table, then yeah maybe we can make them again in the future. Not in the near future though. That was a pretty long endeavor because that's basically yeah now I know like why like other people will like divide those videos into like multiple videos.
Mm-hmm.
That's like I'm basically just making like in a way like three to four videos in one.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. So I guess that kind of justifies like the 1 month I'm spent on doing it. Not really. I'm just slow. I need to be faster in this, and yeah, one day.
Yeah, it's time for me to take out the whip.
Yep. So like let's see, because like the last time we actually like make something is actually like 1 month ago. Like
Oh.
literally, I was like looking at my creator studio, and then like we have 4 episodes of the refresh step before we have the standard unboxing video.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna bet that the next one is also going to be an unboxing video.
You heard it here, guys. You heard it here.
Yeah. Going to I mean like it's still not here yet. So we might work on something else first, or I may need to catch up with some live stuff first because the last week I was like kind of like trying to log in to finish it, but even then it's like but when that and like I have to adjust my body to summer again, and then like yep, I did what I can every day, and then like finally yesterday I was like
Those are all excuses.
yeah nah it's
Just go naked.
oh, yeah maybe it is, maybe I don't need weekends. I need to lock in even more.
Yeah, you gotta lock in. Go naked. Work on weekends as well.
Oh no, I was like basically naked when I'm doing that because I was like one of my t-shirts was like tattered to very tattered, but I was like yeah can be yeah I can use it a little bit more, I can use it a little bit more, but like when I finish editing I look at it and then like yeah I think I need to change it to something else. I need to actually like throw this away now. It's like Yeah, this is a piece of cloth now. This is not no longer a t-shirt. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe because I guess like now the problem, like kind of like the difference is like in back then, like clothes are like hard to come by. So like if your clothes are like still a little bit like it has a little bit of hole in it, you try to use it first, like in places where there's not much people looking at it. And then when it's no longer like it's have too much holes, then you use it as maybe to wipe surfaces first. And then when it's actually like disintegrates, then you throw it away maybe or burn it.
Oh yeah, that's what I do as well. Yeah, I mean, actually I don't really know how it works, but like I usually just throw into the recycling bin.
Yeah, I think like at this point it's just I don't know. I think like in German it's kind of like the mixed trash. So it's the one that's the burnable.
Uh,
Yeah, or maybe it's
can't
just my
remember
city.
exactly.
Yeah, I think it's just my city. Yeah,
Okay.
just like my city is a little bit. You don't really divide it that much. You just have paper, plastic, and also
Mm-hmm.
and then like the rest. They just call it the rest.
The rest.
Yes. Yeah, and some cities they have like more, so like you can divide like the organic stuff. So like if you have like food leftovers, then you kind of have to throw them away differently.
Mm-hmm.
Like some like even like this somewhat is like the only, but like the biological like not biological stuff, but like the organic stuff is somehow like it's the only one that is like somewhat like privatized, because like there's the service that basically like they take like the organic waste from restaurants
Mm-hmm.
and use them to feed the pigs basically.
Mm.
So yeah, basically like every time I threw like I have leftovers in restaurant, I was like, huh, yeah, this is going to go back into me eventually, isn't it? Yeah, but nah, I kind of miss like having a fridge, man. It has been so long. Yeah, because yeah, without the fridge it's kind of harsh because like you don't like even if you want to save money, like sometimes you can't buy like the cheaper stuff because they are cheaper because they are in bulk, right? So like they are on a bigger container, but then you have to finish everything pretty much like on the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like with stuff like beans, like I can kind of eat them now. Like previously, I have
Mm-hmm.
like some resistance, mostly
Mm-hmm.
because like their texture is just too soft. I don't know. I don't like what that looks hard, but like it's actually like soft, kind of like liver, kidney
Okay.
beans. So like if they look like they have like some bite, but like when you bite into them, they're just dust. Like it feels weird. Like my mind just panics. So now I can kind of eat them, but also like I don't want to eat like 2 portions in a day. So like yeah, if I just ended up like buying like the smaller can stuff, which is a little bit more expensive, but in the end, uh, the you save money by eating everything that you buy.
Yeah, of
Yeah,
course. Yeah.
exactly. Like yeah, I mean like it's a little bit more expensive, but like you do. I mean like it's because I don't have a fridge.
Ah,
So like yeah, this probably will go away soon, and then I can buy a bigger can of beans, and maybe I can just meal prep, make a chili, keep it in my freezer, and just reheat that when I need to.
yeah, just keep in the freezer.
Yeah, I don't have the freezer right now. That's a problem.
But. I thought you meant like only the fridge part is broken or
Oh
something
no
like
no no
that.
no. I have my whole kitchen is like around being renovated, like so. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
oh, okay,
Like
I
my
see.
sister basically like said, yeah, this fridge is already old, so like might as well like we buy a new one because like Also, like the long-term consideration is also like the electricity, right? Because like the older models, they take like more electricity.
I see.
So like, might as well just buy a new one, so you get a fresh one. Not only you get a fresh one, but also like we can save money in the long run. It's a work in progress. That's one of the like the life things that we need to catch up with.
Fair enough, yeah.
Yeah. And then suddenly getting a little bit warmer. Well, not warm. I guess like it is already like kind of like the beginning of early summer in Germany. So like it's kind of surprising that like the rain is actually like doing something to kind of like bring the temperature down. Usually it did nothing. If anything, it makes things hotter because like the rain kind of like insulates the air. So like basically because my house will still have like all the hot air that is like from like the days before. The rain is basically like not letting like, all those heat escape in a way. So like yeah, it's harsh. But like this year is actually doing something. It's nice. Yeah, now the breeze is nice. So there's that. Yeah. But yeah, I think I kind of get the how to put this. I let my guard down a little bit, because I did not put my fan on, and then I closed my window, and then now my body temperature is getting a little bit warm, so like it's getting a little bit uncomfortable. But yeah, we'll make it through. If it gets too harsh, then I'm just going to turn on my fan. But yeah, we are not here today to be talking about fans. We are talking about battle spirits. So yeah, it is 1 week ish, like 2 week ish after the release of the first ever Eternal booster for battle spirits, the Radiance of the Eternal Emperor. So yeah, finally we can get a look into. Also, like this weekend, last weekend we have the Wild Pop. Of course, like mostly the winners are still Chaos. Because of course. But overall, we see that from like the store tournaments, like actually Farah is leading as the popular choice for people who wins the tournaments. But of course, there's this thing in Japan called the new toy syndrome. So it is like the newest toys in the room. So of course, like people are trying to use it, but like yeah, turns out like, but at least like we can see that among like the 3 flag contract nexus, like she is like the most popular. So like yeah, I guess she kind of deserves like all the treatment that she gets, because like now if you want to get like the more exclusive stuff for Amon and Rebel, they have 1 each. Like Farah has like 3,000 by now. She has. Yeah, so basically Rebel, you get like an alternate version of the Flag Nexus if you join the current championship qualifiers. Amon, I think. Yeah, Amon, I think it's from like the Battlers Cup. I don't even remember where Amon came from, but like he came from one of like the store tournaments. And then Farah, not only if you join the same tournament where you get the Rebel, you get an exclusive version of the Platinum Buck. And then for the next championship qualifier, it's going to be Farah, the contract, like the flag contract nexus itself. And then like they tease that there will be like one for Farah looks as well, but I guess they kind of like got the announcement mixed up, so it's probably for next one. Like turns out the next one is going to be with Farah, and then probably the next one is going to be with Farah looks.
Okay.
Like, yeah. So like who knows?
Interesting.
Yeah. But yeah, anyway, we know now that Farah is already getting like 3 exclusive versions that you can get if you like join the tournaments, which is why like now it feels like even it should be in Indonesia right now. Yeah, and then I guess Chaos is like the remainder, like the last strong contender of like the last meta kind of. Well, I mean like all the other strong contenders are still there, but like then Rising Star is surprisingly Brahma finally. After all these years, he's finally there. Yeah.
I mean, I would say that Brahma always kind of have the potential, but like people kind of fails to kind of explore it,
Mm-mm.
refuse to explore it is how I would see it.
Mm-mm. Not true. So I guess like yeah, but there's I mean like with Brahma, I said like there's it's like Brahma is a rising star, but there's also the new toy syndrome thing as well. Because like
I
Brahma
mean,
just got
true,
something to
yeah.
support, so yeah, he's actually doing better than Parvati. Although Parvati is something that I am obsessed with. Uh, Foreshadowing, but yeah, Indra is still somewhat standing strong. Of course, Yamato Takeru, Gekiha is also still there, and
Oh, of course, Geki has still there.
yeah,
What a
Grim,
surprise.
exactly.
Cringe.
Yeah, I think like it has also like changes like a lot. So I guess kind of have to give them credit. I guess it kind of becomes
Oh
like
yeah,
a new.
I do wonder what the lists are looking like now. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think like it's basically like kind of replaces the older like the green ramp kind of. So it kind of
Hmm.
becomes an engine instead of like it's being its own deck. I think like one
I
of
mean,
the
it's always kind of been an engine though, hasn't it? You know, like with Fire Blaster and things like that. You know, Four Castle.
oh yeah, I think the one that Komainu uses because like there were two wild bots like last weekend. So Komainu won the second one with Chaos because of course it did. And then the other one he got second place actually. I think with Kekia. Let me check. So oh my goodness, this man already has like 5, 6, 12, 15 copies of like the 15 copies of like the platinum book.
Damn.
Exactly. What a shot. When it's basically in a different city as well, so like he basically like he flew like after the one, but he just flew to the next city. Time to
That's crazy.
continue. Exactly. Okay, so he plays. I see. So he actually plays with the variant of like the blue mill, but the engine is Yamato Takeru. Yeah, I'm going to send it to you. We
Okay. Blue Mill, but the engine is Yamato Takeru.
exactly. Yeah, so basically the finisher is like the finisher that is visible is actually still Castle Column. Oh, oh wow, I sent the wrong thing. Okay.
You guys don't want to know what he sent.
Yeah. Thank goodness I did not show this to you guys. Uh, but yeah, Crimson is squeezing by. Crimson Rebel is actually squeezing by. I'm kind of surprised. I thought Rebel will be more popular than this. But yeah, I guess Amon is actually more popular. Or I think
Oh my god. Oh my god. Of course, Castle Gold is coming back out.
exactly. It's as if he never left. Yeah, and he
It's like
basically.
it's actually pretty interesting how like in card games, you would always have this one random deck
Hmm,
that just pops up from time to time because people just decide not to counter it.
yes.
It's the same in Pokemon as well, which is like really funny.
Oh yeah. Huh. I was trying to find like something in Yu-Gi-Oh, but I can't. You can see that I am not a Yu-Gi-Oh player, as you can see. Because like in Vanguard, it's kind of like how do I put this? In a way, in Vanguard, like the factor is kind of like still somewhat same, even though like the strategy can be like vastly different. But like because the
Mhm.
factor is the same, like if you if your deck kind of like shares something that is with something that's being countered, then it's going to counter you too, kind of thing.
Mm,
But I don't know if that's Vanguard or just Wild Spirits. Especially because I stopped playing from like long time ago, and then like I mean, you need to be blind to see if that Link Joker can counter both Nova Grappler and Aqua Force equally because they both like rely on multiple attacks.
Mm-hmm.
If you can see that, it's kind of like okay, it's kind of worrying that you don't see that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, not seeing as a competitive players
exactly.
gonna be
Yeah,
weird.
exactly.
Skill issues. Oh my
Skill
god, that reminds me.
Mm-mm.
So like we're doing this really fun thing in Pokemon
Mm-mm.
because like our like basically our champion season has ended.
Mm-mm.
Like technically it hasn't ended yet, but because we don't have enough points to make it in the world championship anyway, it's practically ended for us.
Mm-mm. Ah, okay.
Yeah. So with this in the local, we decided to do this thing where like we choose decks. So there are like 12 of us. So we choose 12 decks
Mm-mm.
that below the 15th place
Mm-mm.
on like the meta list.
Mm-mm.
So like with Pokemon, like these what do you call it? These statistics are like very accurate because obviously
Yeah.
you got like tons of people like analyzing it. You got like we literally had this one website dedicated to analyzing it.
Mm-mm.
It's called Lemonless, by the way, guys.
Mm-mm.
But like yeah, so like we just pick like one deck each
Mm-mm.
under the 15th place, and then we roll dice.
Ah.
And then the deck we go out to play for next week local
Mm-mm.
or even more. We decided we like it.
Mm-mm.
What's really fun is I got a deck which basically counters my friend's deck.
Okay.
And then like he literally the first night he was testing it, we tested for like 6 games at least in one
Nice.
go.
Okay.
And then he never won once against me. And he got so pissed off. It's so funny. And like he literally looks like he's having like a existential crisis. And then the second day he still can't win.
Mm-mm.
So I was like, maybe you're just playing it wrong. Let me try it. So we swapped decks. I wrecked him twice.
Oh. He can change deck, but like he cannot escape the defeat. Oh damn.
Oh god, it's actually so funny.
Yeah. He changed deck, but like his mind was like stuck with the previous deck.
And he was screaming tonight again because he was like, after dinner we'll test decks. And I was like, I got podcast, and I said no. This is
Yeah, I can see the despair. Hopefully he won after test.
Probably not. Like my deck basically perfectly counters him. So I was
God bless his soul.
like, don't.
Fair enough.
He's a dirty Dragapult player. Basically, Dragapult is literally the top meta right now. We're talking about taking up at least 40% of the tournament environment.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Jesus. But yeah, also. Damn. Yeah, I don't know what else I can say about that. That's kind of too much. Yeah, like we see the meta chart here, and like the largest one is like 19%. I was like, this already like kind of like worrying for us. So like 40%. That's a different world.
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, that's why it needs rotation.
Exactly.
But I think like also in general, because especially with like the recent results, like it's pretty clear that other decks can win. Because like the recent results, it's not the top meta deck that's winning. Like they didn't even make it into finals for some of them. So it's like I think it's just because like rotation just happened like 2 months ago, less than 2 months ago.
Yep.
So like it might just be like a case of like people just like choosing the most comfortable deck. It's like how if I want to get back into Battle Spirits, I'm probably gonna be choosing like Red Astro Deity, right? you know. But then like you have to wait. You have to wait for like other players to like experience with other decks in order to actually play for real, you know. Yeah. Well, I mean, we are having the NAIC this weekend. Let's see how that one goes.
Yeah. Well, finally, will Dragon Ball finally be dethroned?
Probably not.
Yeah. Will Chaos finally be dethroned? Oh yeah, now that you mention it, that's because we have large squashes on it.
Oh yeah.
Like Farah is kind of like the counter for Chaos.
Fair enough.
Yeah, because like Chaos is kind of like, well, it's not really like last cannon, but like it's kind of like a deck that you win by like making one big play, and then like once that fails, like because you commit so much to that big play, usually you don't have any defense. At most, you'll have Blizzard Wall, which Farah can just run through. So like,
Yeah.
so I guess that's why. Even though like I guess like speed wise, it's going to be like maybe Chaos is still going to be faster.
No, Farah's way faster, man.
Oh then.
Have you not seen the example games on YouTube? It's crazy.
Oh yeah.
They let you ramp up to like 6 counters in like 2 turns.
Nah, I mean it's examples, right? I need to experience it with my own. I need to experience it with my own hands.
Well, we can play tonight.
My stuff is not here yet. So also, like I'm making a little bit of a mistake. That's going to be visible in a few days, I guess. Oh yeah, let's save it for the next episode.
Yes, I started to test my ideas. They haven't got the time for that.
No problem. Because we do have one of the 4 at least today to talk about today. So yeah. Before we get into that, other interesting thing is that not only like the eternal meta is like shifting, like the standard meta is actually rotating a little bit. Like,
you know, when you said before we get into that, I was really tempted to just say, today's sponsor is.
Oh no, no, that will ruin my visa, dude. I'm not supposed to do any business.
Oh my god, it's not even copyright. So that ruined my visa.
My visa. Just kidding. But yeah. One day that will be a real thing. I mean, guys, it's not like we are sellouts. We need money for the cards. We need to buy the physical cards. We need the Red Shadow Legends sponsorship. This is so you guys can see more cards. Most of like that, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Not me just going out and buy the champion Farah or something like that.
Yeah, exactly. Now the champion Farah is also important. Because like speaking of like the expensive card that we don't really need, but like maybe for lore.
For lore? What kind of lore?
Just because it is themed somewhat loosely based on the time gaming.
Yeah.
Because you know, there's this upcoming cards from Grand Archive that I kind of wanted.
Oh, for God's sake.
Yeah. Just because it's theme of 30 party. Also, it has micros though. There's Arisana and Kongming, so kind of want it. Maybe I'm going to get like a 52 years installment for it. Don't know.
Bruh.
Because that's apparently how much like Grand Archive cards cost. Oh no. Why do I put on panjang and you get jiki bang bang?
Because you're Sekkoming.
Ah. God damn it. I forgot about that thing. But yeah. Oh my god, like, I just can't concentrate now. It's playing in my head now. But yeah.
But like, oh my god, yeah, so how is Rumble on?
Exactly.
Wait. Oh no. Oh wait, no, they are 24 decks. Okay. Now I'm just reading this. I'm just reading the statistics. They basically say there are only 6 of them that actually refill the deck list. 18 of them are unrefilled with just the results. But basically, someone just self-claimed that they won with that one, something basically something like that. Yeah.
That's not good. But yeah,
I mean, we say self-claim, but like it's usually from like
the store. Oh, I mean like
like an official like store Twitter, stuff like that.
yeah. I guess it's less about like
It's
them.
it's just like the player never refilled that list.
I see.
Which is like fine for standard, because like if they open like 1 or 2 cards, like you know what deck they're playing. Unlike the Eternal format, just here's a Gekiha down here. What was he actually playing? It's like
it doesn't narrow down anything.
exactly.
He's playing Galaxian. Which one?
Basically, yeah.
Yeah. Damn. Yeah. I guess it's less about like self-claim. It's more into like the store just like decides the theme for them, I guess.
No, it's more like they like usually in these cases like they only refill a few cards.
Okay. Then
Yeah. Obviously, it can also be the case where like the store take their own interpretation, just like say which that list they're using, stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah. But damn, Rumble's getting popular, I guess.
Yeah, I'm actually pretty surprised because, like, in my opinion, it's not that good of a deck. But like, I guess it is that good.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, there are only 24 samples, so we don't really know.
Yeah, I guess also because it's the championship season for Eternal, so I guess like people are this weekend people are like focusing more into that. Yeah.
It's like shifting here and there. Yeah.
Mm-mm.
I mean, before this chart, like before 76 came out, like there are way more standard samples as well. Yeah.
Mm-mm. Yeah, I think it's a new toy syndrome in the end.
True.
Yeah. So we'll probably
I think it also shows that how like most of them are still like veteran players than like new players,
Yeah.
for like standard. It's probably gonna take some time.
Mm-mm.
I mean, hopefully we'll get more when the anime starts airing, but yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot to load up the things for that. But basically, yeah, because there's one important thing about the anime, which is that they are going to give us the new sets.
Yo.
So, although I said new sets, like basically we will get the stuff from the anime, like the BS02. They said that we will get like a kind of like a first look, but the first official set that will be featuring cards from the anime will be the BS03. And what, of course, if you wanted to play like the players in the anime, of course you wouldn't want to just have to open booster packs and then like spend like all the fortunes just to play like cool. So like they also have 2 animes that are coming up. Yay! Yippee! So we are going to get both red and green starter deck. And the green one is confirmed to have like 3 tokens inside. So like yeah, tokens in standard.
Oh yeah. People were saying like, oh, how is token coming out faster than burst?
Exactly. But yeah, I guess like burst is like maybe it's a little bit later.
Yeah. I mean, right now, Soul Magic is already doing fine.
Yeah, I think like Soul Magic is kind of like what burst is probably supposed to be. So like
yeah.
So it's quote unquote.
I mean, it's just like an alternative like defense,
True. Yeah, you have it or you don't have it. But yeah, I guess like maybe that was what they wanted to achieve in with burst. But I guess like they also wanted to make it into kind of like a comeback mechanic. So like kind of like if you needed to have like something on the field, and it kind of quote unquote defeats the purpose. Especially because like when during heroes, like I guess like removing Nexus is still really easy.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah. Like, I always say like kind of like the design for standard format is actually really well made. I would say.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a really well, I mean like it's really subtle. So like nothing flashy, but like yeah, you can see that okay. Like you can when you make a mistake, you feel it. You make a mistake. It doesn't feel like
True.
yeah. Like I mean like there are some hands that you just can't like okay like this can't be helped, but like even with hands that you can't like where you can't really help it, or if like the matchup is like really bad, because like when Amamiya was here, he was like testing the amplify,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, I just can't win with yellow. That's like once I got too late to like set up my field, yeah, like yeah, by the time like he would have like 5 spirits that is like too big to do anything.
Yeah, yellow is a weird color to play with, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
It also depends on which version as well.
Mm-mm.
Like, I think generally Thunder Dragon is probably the better yellow deck.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Like, even then, like, even Thunder Dragon struggles quite a lot,
Mm-mm.
especially against, like, Armorfish.
Mm-mm.
Because, like, even Armorfish, like, they're aggro, but then, like, their spirits aren't small either. Like, we're literally swinging at 5,000.
Yeah.
Like, they can't really do much defensively.
Yeah, it's basically you draw Loch Ness or you lose. But
Oh, yeah.
yeah. But then again, it's
I was
like yeah.
I was actually facing Thunder Dragon as Armorfish yesterday, and then I was like, he already summoned one Lochnas, and then I was like, haha, well, it's probably not gonna have more. And then next turn, second Lochnas, like, what?
Yep.
I still won, but
It's like yeah. Why is this even happening? But yeah, I guess like but counterintuitively as well, I guess like yellow in a way can still like kind of like be there, even though like it's not doing like the best. Actually, because like the main meta is fish probably.
yeah, I feel like it is still fish mainly, yeah.
Because like then you can kind of like have a kind of like a balance on like okay, so like do you want to like swing all the way, kind of thing. Because like then yeah, you can just threaten to kind of like swing them back. Although like yeah, I say that, but like the deck kind of like feels like the main problem is like it feels like really heavy. Like all like the removal being like minus 2,000 and everything doesn't really bothers me. But like what bothers me is like compared to like how yellow usually operates in Eternal, which is like it's like you don't get cards, but like the cost to play your cards are generally like really low. But the cost to play the cards in like standard is like really high, so like you kind of have to pay like 2 costs to play anything that is like really kind of like really good.
Yeah.
Which like you can't really afford in standard. So like yeah, it feels that's where it feels like a little bit harsh. But
It's like I feel like Thunder Dragon is like a heavy control deck, basically.
Oh yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah.
I mean, no, it's definitely more like tempo because like a lot of them requires attacking to actually remove something.
Yeah.
But then like it's one of those decks where it's like a slower tempo, where like you have to set up a little bit first, play defensively, and then when you can remove something, that's when you attack, kind of thing.
Yeah. I think because one of the players that won the Shinkai Fest, like he was he was like coming with more of the mindset of control. So like yeah, it's more like into like yeah, first if you don't attack when you don't have like anything else to block with, right? Like that is one. And then like once you have like stuff to block with, kind of like you start to get like one big guy and then like hit with that one big guy like every turn.
Yeah. Sounds about right, yeah.
So, like it's kind of like yeah. I mean, I think like your description is a little bit more well fitting, I guess, because like you don't really not hit at all. So like you can't really like play with how control plays on like yep, you just try to waste your opponent's resource because you don't have that.
Yeah, you don't have that like resource to do so.
Exactly.
You don't have the resource to waste their resource.
Exactly. I think like that's also why like Pelgor is guaranteed like the second best extra. Just because okay, so like now if they kind of like now it kind of like makes it awkward for your opponent because they cannot leave any blocker that is like 6,000 or lower.
Mm.
And then like if they actually cannot afford to like set up any blockers, then you can kind of like attack once, and then like the other ones you can kind of like block with your vanilla plus triple thunder kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yep. So that's why kind of like the one of like the strategies basically like 3 sorcery 3 lockness. Basically just get something that walls you up.
Mm-hmm.
So basically kind of like white, but you can't really if you play into white like it's kind of hard. Because they are way too fat.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is very ironic because like obviously in Saga, yellow counts as white.
Yeah. Exactly.
I mean, technically you can do that, but like, you have to do it with match rate, not
Mm-mm.
like
Oh yeah.
Fun Dragon.
But even then, like with match rate, like because I have bold grid in my deck, right? Because I don't have enough comments, I put in bold grid inside my deck, and then yeah, I forgot that bold grid can only target something that is cost 4 or lower. And then Amamiya's whole field is like cost 7 or higher. How the fuck did this happen?
Nah.
Because like by the time I can kill his cost 4s, like yep, he just have like the rest of his spell is like cost 7 or higher. So I was like I won't die, but like I don't feel like continuing this anymore.
But like, isn't that the whole point of match rate though? You just don't die,
Mm-mm.
and then you just go unblockable refresh.
Oh yeah. No, because like my deck is still like mainly Thunder Dragon. I just brought like the maturate stuff because I don't have enough cards.
I see.
Yeah, but I feel like yeah, in a way like Ember Mima is still kind of good to be a wall, just even as just as a wall, because it's like the yellow spirit with the highest PP at the moment. Like yeah, now you don't really bring Ember Mima to kind of like use the double symbol. It's more into like yep, you left him there. Yeah, you block something, you use triple thunder to even things out, and then you just kill stuff with it.
Fair enough.
Yeah. But yeah. It was I thought that would work. But
And
I
it didn't.
I mean like I don't think like the Ember Mima itself is like the problem. It's more into like yeah, now if I wanted to play if I have like if I need to counter, I can bring out maybe like at least at most 3, and then they will all be like level 1. One of them is going to have super unleash, of course.
Mm-hmm.
But like yeah, I'll bring out like 3, and then like now what do I do? They have like 5 spirits. They have all the cards to summon more spirits, so like I have to deal with like 8 attacks next turn. So like yeah, that's kind of like the awkward part. But yeah, I guess now I guess like in the next set they are starting to introduce stuff that is kind of like Joker. So like it is a little bit more limited, but like you do get like unblockable. Yeah, maybe that will help. We'll see. Maybe.
I mean, the unblockable would definitely help.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's just like how Genbu worked in Saga, right?
Yeah.
You know, it's always the unblockable. I mean, the unblockable is actually really annoying for every deck, to be fair.
Exactly. Oh yeah. Although like this, to be fair, this one is an Arcana Joker situation, but like unlike Arcana Joker, unlike Arcana Joker, like the rest of the deck doesn't really draw as good as Fable Piece. Yeah, the thing about Arcana Joker is like you don't mind the 5 cost 2 reduction, right? Because yeah, the deck can kind of like just stay alive, chip 1 by 1, and then when they only have like 1 life left, you just throw Arcana Joker, and then even if it dies, like you can still stay alive like for the next turn, and then throw another one.
Yeah.
But like with this, with standard, like they already like put like extra symbol on the unblockable spirit, so like, oh yeah. They knew this will die. She will die. That's why they put like an extra symbol. They already ready. They already figured things out. But that's just one comment. So we'll see. We'll have to see. But who knows? Maybe I'll finally play Topaz. I'm going to drop the dragons for like the dancers because why not? That's still my cup of tea.
Sure.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah, and then basically they are also bringing back like the stuff that they do for Eternals, which is kind of like a spirit series. And the next one is going to be Toka. Yeah.
This card's so beautiful.
Yeah, it's very beautiful. Kind of look forward to the other 5 though. Probably even though I'm not planning to play white for the near future, but I'm going to get this particular one just for collection. And the other one good thing that they do for the set 3 is actually they reduce the number of extras that you can get in the set.
Oh, that's good, yeah.
Oh yeah, because after we opened set 1, it was like the rate was abysmal. I hope they will bring back the rare being an extra if you get the 2 rares per pack thing though. That's like that is also another problem that I just realized when I opened the boxes. Because like you only have like one chance to get a rare. And then like I think like if you get a master rare, you don't get any rares.
Damn.
So like so yeah, basically if I'm not wrong, like if you get an extra, you get a rare. So if you don't get a rare, that means if your 8 card is a common, that means the next one is a master rare. Either one of them. But so like basically you don't get like rare in every single packs. So like that's why, like I mean rare as in like the rarity R.
Yeah.
So like yeah, that's kind of like it's kind of hard because like these cards are like the cards that you need 3 offs to kind of like build your deck. Like yeah, like in set 1, like all the extras you kind of need all 3, so like they are all equally important. But like rares have more variation, and you have to collect 3 of them, and then like this will stay more constant, more of a constant like as the set goes. I guess like as the set goes, like you're probably going to take an approach where you can play either like Thunder Dragon or you play the new dancers or you play the Magirate, but like you kind of have like a rare that you share between these 3 decks. I guess that's probably going to be the concept. So like in that case, like you don't really have to buy like the new extras, but you have to buy the new rares. Like if the rares, so if the rares rate stays like this, like in set 2, set 3, it's going to be a little bit more hard to like build decks, especially if you kind of have to rely on like opening your own boxes. And or like if you have like the means to kind of like, okay, maybe you play with your friend and then you want to share a case between the 2 of you, and then like you open the boxes and then there's only like 5 rares, so like, oh, how do we do this? So yeah,
buy another case.
that's but like I guess like if you want to chase the over secret, I wouldn't blame you, but yeah. But yeah, I'm going to stare at Marion all day if we stay with this. But yeah, also the new starter deck is going to be red and green. I guess that's kind of standard, isn't it? Kind of like especially like if you wanted to.
I don't think green is that standard, but.
Oh yeah, no. But yeah, I guess it's a kind of like good choice. I mean, like green in general, not as intuitive as red, but still compared like to like the other 4, still like way more intuitive.
I suppose so, yeah.
Because it's not like white, right? Like white, you kind of have to. It's kind of subtle. Like the cards itself are really simple, but like once you play it, like there's a lot of timing things that you have to consider. But like with green, like the effects is a little bit more complicated than red. But like in the end, like you can, like the timing is still not as sensitive. You kind of have to consider like timing a little bit, but like if you like play a card like a little bit too soon or like too late, like the deck is still like way more forgiving than the other 4.
Fair enough.
Yeah, because like if you summon like a squid when your opponent doesn't have any exhausted spirit, like it doesn't hurt you. Yes, you still have like something that can attack twice the next turn. It's like
True.
yeah,
Oh my god! Like the more I play, the more I realize how crazy the green starter deck is. It's like, what do you mean you have 2x rare, which is literally just to restand once?
Exactly. That is the yeah. I can't even add anything to that because like literally, yeah, all the other starter decks, like the second best is probably going to be like the red one, but the other ones is like
True.
kind of like
Yeah.
you have like one good one and then like one that is like yeah, I mean like it's good, but like considerably speaking, like it's more into like the other ones like way too good like that, like the other one doesn't feels like it's way overshadowed.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of like with yellow with Lochnas, white with Matanda, purple with Perigorok, and then like blue with blue is going to be Giganteleon. But yeah, blue itself is like still because you get a fitting draw, still like a very good starter deck still.
True. Yeah.
Yeah. Going to be interesting to see how they turn out with the new set. Also because like the Kamen Rider stuff are like also coming.
Oh, true. Yeah. Those looks interesting. Not gonna lie.
Yeah. I mean like Mamiya still complains into like some cards feels like they don't the mechanic doesn't really reflect what the characters do as well as like they do in Eternal. But
I
like
mean, you can't really do too much
exactly.
with like a low power, so yeah.
Yeah. But some of them they actually like do really well. Because like even Kamen Oja, which is just revealed yesterday. So maybe I'll talk about him in detail like next week when we have more news to talk about. So but like his level 2 effect is actually to refresh himself during the opposing attack step, right? And then I was like, but he's the bad guy. Like why do you have like defensive effect? And I just realized that he's not technically the bad guy. I mean like he's not the antagonist. He's a bad person. Like his alignment in the D&D alignment chart is going to be like chaotic evil. But like he's not necessarily the antagonist itself, right? Like his being is just there to cause chaos, not really to directly interfere with what the protagonist is like doing. Because he's just a kind of like a neutral force in the world that is just really hard to kill. That's probably like why he's being like given like the defensive effects. Also, now I kind of realize he's a snake. Like snake is just like hard to kill. So like I guess that kind of checks out. And why is the cost to refresh himself is discarding cost 4 or N5? So this is a spoiler, but this is also a meme for Kamen Rider Ryuki.
Okay.
So you see, one of the cost 4 spirits that they added for Kamen Rider Ryuki is Kamen Rider Kai.
Yeah.
Which is a vanilla. Which is if I'm not wrong, he's a vanilla or like his effect is just increasing his power or something. So like not really major. But like why
is it like it's like his first victim or something like that?
No, it's not his first. It's not his first victim. It's more into like he was attacked by another rider, and then like guy is already dying. So So there's the one of the cards that they can use is like called Guard Fan, which like you take a part of the monster and use it as shield.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think like I don't know if like Ocha actually have one. Because I'm more into like I forgot like if Ocha has one, but like he uses quote unquote card fan. I think like he even didn't have the card, so he just said the card like Cardo Vento like by himself, and then like guy like while being still dizzy, and then like he got blasted by Solda if I'm not wrong, and then like he just took guy and then like use him as a shield.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. That's and then when I read someone pointed that out. I was like, oh my god, you're right. He's using the guard fan. Damn. That's actually like in a way how they kind of like interpreted Solda's effect in standard, which is what with the limitation that they have to work with, kind of genius. Damn. Yeah. So that's probably why, like, yeah, he's the bad guy, but like he's kind of charismatic. I guess that's probably why,
Yeah.
like, he just stays.
Yeah, Kamen Rider likes to do this, right? I mean, or more like Tokusatsu in general, like they just like to make like a charismatic villain, antagonist, bad guy, you know, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, because I guess like he kind of wanted to. I mean, like, because also like it's an Eastern philosophy kind of thing, right? Like in the end, you wanted a bit of a balance. You don't want everything to be too good. Kind of have to give a balance. That okay, so like, yeah, I mean, like, there's in the end, I guess just the yin yang, right? Like there's good and bad, and there's bad and good. I guess that's also like kind of like how it is interpreted in like popular media. And yeah, although like they can, yeah. I mean, like, although like I feel like they kind of overdid that now. I feel like I can't play a game without like, yeah, but the enemy has a point though. Like, if I wanted to read something that is deep, I'm going to read a novel. I just want to pick up swords and kill monsters. Don't bring this moral dilemma into this table. Why?
That's the fun in it.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, like there's always one for like every mood, right? Like sometimes you just wanted to be mechanically engaged, but like not really emotionally engaged.
I see.
But yeah, I don't know. I mean, like sometimes it just feels like, yeah, sometimes I just wanted to master that part of the brain where sometimes in life you don't really have to complicate things.
Fair enough.
Yeah, that's why I mean, like, I don't know. I mean, like, I said that I kind of wanted to play something simpler, but like, I feel like the stuff that I look was like a little. I mean, like, yeah, I mean, like my kind of like, I don't know if I really wanted to play like Final Fantasy 1 all over again. So Final Fantasy 1 is also like, it is supposed to be like the role playing game, right? So like it's kind of like, although it has like an overarching story, it still kind of borrows from like the Western RPG where you can kind of like still decide what you want to do. Although like it's still a JRPG in the end, you are still like you are still in a rail, but you are in a wider rail, so you don't really realize that you are in a rail, but you are in the rail. There's only one ending. There's only like one path to everything.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah, and then like you go into Final Fantasy 2, and then like you start to get more story, more context. But then again, you get like one of like the most critically acclaimed Final Fantasy game story wise is Final Fantasy 6, in which the main villain is just literally evil. Yeah, it's just rotten to the core. So like, yeah, I guess it also kind of like shows you that, yeah, sometimes you don't really need the characters to have like some good in them for them to be deep and memorable. Sometimes they can just be evil.
I mean, sometimes the plot twist is just like, oh, he literally just want to destroy the world.
Oh yeah. Exactly. Sometimes you just don't think that, yeah, maybe he got hurt, maybe he felt racism, and then now he has to take up arms. Like, nah, this guy just want to kill things.
This guy just want to throw hands.
Yeah, just want to throw hands for the love of the game, man. I guess then you can kind of see like now the yin yang is not really that he has actually something good in him, but like because he has like a good quality, which is his like stays true to like his desire to end of the world, like his have this unwavering conviction to destroy the world. He wants to destroy the world, and nothing is going to stop him from doing that. I guess that's the yin yang element there.
Yeah, true. I mean, that's like a different kind of yin yang.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still yin yang, but like it's different concept here.
Yeah. Damn. I am actually like connecting with my roots right now.
Bruh.
Oh well. Still connecting to our roots, we did say that there will be one of the four texts that we have talked about in the last two episodes that we have actually, well, kind of like look into. Well, more into like I look into. Maybe Ayumu did as well. But I finally had the chance to test it yesterday, so like why not talk about it? Because like this is the first time where, I mean like for some time now, Parvati has been starting to get a little bit divisive, but I guess like with this set, it kind of like solidifies the division, which between people who wants to play with a hyper aggro build versus people who wants to keep it in the mid range. It's like these are just two deck lists that I get publicly from the internet, but still credit to the creators of the list. So one of the hyper aggro list is by Kantoku, the mid range list is by Moti. So I kind of just wanted to talk about like how some reason they can like this deck fairly what they want to do is kind of like linear, well not literally linear, but like it is kind of like intuitive into like what you wanted to do with it. But like now you get like two very different paths that can still kind of like coexist, but like yeah, you kind of like see how far like they wanted to focus into one thing. So this is the hyper aggro build, which even like they ditch every single contractor Parvati except for like the very first copy. And one of the things that the hyper aggro players are being very religious about is the use of the cost 0 Gauri, because it expedites things. And yeah, I just tested Gauri itself yesterday, and like yeah, kind of understand it now. Because like yeah, because like now the concept is if you go second, you can just summon Gauri, and then you deploy Parvati. And then you can summon your cost 4, and then you will still have like 2 cores to work with. Yeah, so that is kind of like the important thing. So like you can have so whichever cost 4 you are going with, you have and then you have a mirage that can trigger with every single spirit that you have in your deck. So that's the other part that I feel like it's important. Because like with Hachiro you can kind of like get the same utility as Gauri in a way. So because like it's just a spirit that has a mirage. But with Gauri, because like every single one can trigger, you can kind of like just use it to kind of like trigger. But like the main spirit that you want to trigger here is either Naja Tiger or Pegasati.
Yeah,
because they don't. Yeah, because they don't care. Yeah. So like, and then now the concept is like you have 2 cores. You want to hit as much as you can. That's why like Pegasati and Naja Tiger is kind of like the choice here. Like because these 2 cards can kind of like increase the number of your counters. Then because of that also like you don't really have to have your Parvati, because you only have like one Parvati as well. Like you don't really care that you will do the throw on your first attack or your 5th. Yeah. Like you can just use Naja Tiger to summon Hachiro, and then like now you can use the contract belt to stack your Pegasati so you have more attacks. And then the one card that I am particularly interested in is actually like this cost 8 in the bottom right beside the bow, which is by Raffi. Yeah, which for the longest time I was like looking at this card because that was released like kind of like a little bit later than the main deck. So the one part that makes me like really don't want to put this in is because not only the Mirage cost is like 5 cost with 3 reduction, so 2 cost at the lowest, which is really expensive, but also like the Mirage effect is basically just Kartikeya's Mirage effect. but
Mm-hmm.
the condition is cost 7 or higher, which really doesn't really make sense. The only thing that is appealing that I kind of forget until I saw this list is that when you discard with the Mirage effect, then you can either summon it or you set it down. So now the importance is not that you wanted to set it as a Mirage, but now you get a third copy of cards that can be summoned at no cost.
Oh shit!
In addition to
Yeah,
Ninja Tiger and Pegasati.
and it's a cost 8 as well.
Exactly. So it can hit every single card in your deck.
Oh, I never thought about that.
Yeah, I know, right? This all
Oh my
because of
god! Yeah, you're actually playing. Oh, you're actually learning. What is this? You're
know,
actually
right?
playing Battlefield.
Yeah. You're actually like theory crafting right now. Damn. It's like,
Oh,
yeah. I feel like, yeah. At first I was like, what do you mean? Like you want to play hyper aggro? Like this is yellow. Like if you break, you'll die. But like, I guess in the end, like, because like in Japan you can play in more tournaments, right? So like in the end you can kind of like play like the long number game. So like, yeah, you don't need to win now. As long as in a whole season you win like 2 or 3 times, it's still a big win for you, right? So like, cause like, yeah, I mean like if you play in a area that is like big enough, out of 8 people, 10 tournaments, so out of 10 chances you get like 2-3, it's still like statistically significant enough, I guess. So yeah, which is why like at first I was like, how do you want to play hyper aggro? But like once I look at this list, I kind of like, oh. That's like also the other fun part about bringing Kaori is that on your first turn, on your turn 1, you can just summon Kaori, deploy Parvati, and then you can equip your Lotus Bow to Parvati as well. So you can do Lotus Bow on your first turn going first. Which
all right, fair enough. Yeah.
So you can basically like discard the top 6 card of your deck, and then it's most likely going to have Mirage.
True.
Yeah. So I was like, oh, everything connects. Everything is logical. Damn.
Yo.
Don't want to like this, but I actually kind of like this. I don't know. I am still not going to play hyper aggro, but I can understand the point now.
Big brain time.
Yeah, exactly. If you want to go fishing, then you can go to this direction. I'm probably just going to like usually I'll upload the list, but since this belongs to other people, I'm probably just going to give you links to their notes. You can just use Google Translate and you can kind of like read more into like why they consider some stuff over the others. Because like, yeah, the fun part is that both of like the article writers, they kind of like, one of the thing that they kind of like, well, not really agreed on, but kind of like considered is actually like the yellow world. But I guess it's more into like, they feel like in the current meta there are like some starting to see some threats that use multiple attacks on lower costs, which I forget. I think it's the Rebel or something else. Right?
All right, yeah. I mean, basically all of them do that. Yeah.
So that is why kind of like, even if you want to bring yellow world, kind of like the consideration is like the old one, just because that this allows opposing cost 6 or lower, or originally cost 6, yeah, or cost 6 or lower spare to refresh, yeah.
I thought it's limited colors, not.
Forgot about that. I think.
Oh, it's not.
It's not.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's why it still kind of has value.
Oh man, are you telling me to have to spend money to get the old one now?
Do you not have the old one though?
I only have 1 copy.
Oh my god! I think I have an extra copy from the Choco PC. You can just take the.
Give me. Give me.
Yeah. We'll look into that later. I even forgot where I put them. Actually, like, because I already have like my own copy, right? I even have my secret copy, so I was like, why do I even need to take this off the folder?
Fair enough.
Yeah. Yeah, surprisingly, Lotus Bow is still like an option for both build. I guess then the Lotus Bow is more into like if you go first and you have Kaori, then you still has a value in which like you do it, and then you have your one counter. You search for the top 6 card of your deck for a Mirage, and then on the next turn, you just pass it to your cost 4, and then now they can hit anything in your deck. Hit everything in your deck, yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah, and then with that, they will also be eligible for the Revival Kali, so yeah, even better. I don't have the Revival Kali though. Don't think
do you know?
Yeah, I think yeah, because it was very expensive, so I was like, do I? Yeah, now I kind of have to bring Kali back, so maybe one day I will invest in it.
One day.
But 3 Aranarishvara is still a thing. Although yeah, they did say that in this build you will most likely summon it with Naja Tiger instead of like with her own effect. Because like yeah, you will mostly want to start with only 2 symbols on your field, so that's why like you wouldn't have the symbols to summon Aranarishvara with her own effect basically. But yeah, still an option. Also, like if you get a Naja Tiger is basically like the code for Parvati, man. It's
Naja Tiger is definitely must free in the deck.
Exactly. Previously, I was like, yeah, maybe 2 is enough, but now with the new, well, not really with the new one, but I guess like now I kind of understand like why it has to be a 3. It's very, for the lack of better words, very broken.
I was that reminds me, I was watching like a Parvati video and I was bored. And my friend who doesn't play Battle Spirit is just like, look at what I'm watching. And it's like that tiger looks pretty. It's like, yeah, it's very good too. And it's like, why is it not a lion? And it's like, and I was like, well, it's based on Hindu mythology and they don't have lion. And it's like, but lion's cooler.
You know what's the worst part?
What?
I think your friends basically like how like Singapore becomes Singapore. Because like let's think about it like clearly. Singapore is in Southeast Asia. We have tigers, but we don't have lion. So where the fuck did the Singapore comes from? Because Singa is literally just lion. It's kind of like mid thing, right? Because like you do like from the Silk Road and everything, like you do hear like stories about the lions from Africa and stuff. Or maybe it was a lion that the trader brought to impress some sultans or something, and then it got away. Maybe there's that chance, maybe, but like most likely it's just they saw a tiger so menacing that they think that okay, so like this can't be like it's just a normal tiger. This must be like the mythical lion that they told in the stories from like the merchants and stuff.
Maybe,
yeah. Maybe that's how they kind of like evolve into from like just tiger to like lion. Or like, yeah, tiger is just like more striking, more visually appealing, isn't it? Like now that you think about it, I mean like lion pops a little bit more because like of the mane, but like tiger is more colorful.
Yeah,
I guess that's kind of like which factor you want to go to. I think like they both like have value as a predator, as a predator animal, as an apex predator in a way. So yeah,
both are good.
Yeah, both are good. Exactly. So yeah. And then now that we have seen the stuff with the hyper aggro, let's see. Let's take a peek into like the more mid-range stuff, which is basically just the main difference is just how many Parvati you bring. Because with the hyper aggro stuff, I guess you wanted more space to bring like stuff that you can summon and just like directly like attack with. With the mid range, I think like of course like even with the mid-range one, like lots of people have like their own way of like interpreting the list. But I guess like this is his list is pretty representative enough. It's like basically 3 Parvati, 3 of the 3 contractor Parvati, 3 Parvati, and I guess like the yellow world is basically just like what I've kind of like felt like in the when I made the list and my initial list, which is just to have an option to have like a to end my turn 1 with 2 symbols on my field basically. And also like I mean like Parvati pretty early, like you don't really have that much hand because it's kind of like a snowball deck in a way. So like once your engine starts rolling, then you will have like 8-9 cards in hand, but like before that your hand is like kind of like tight. Like I guess can kind of see that there's with the revival version the draw can kind of help. But also this guy also like just as I said previously in his like other consideration, he also said that maybe if like the meta changes and like there's like the refresh thing becomes a problem, then you can bring like the pre-revival version instead. Yeah, and then now you kind of like focus on like the longer play, so you bring defensive magic. So like some of the defensive the aggro players at most they will bring like 1 blizzard wall because it's technically like now you with Parvati, like once you get the engine rolling, like you will need like at most like 3 turns to finish your opponent, which is by this meta standard like still can be quite slow, but yeah. But in the grander scheme of things, still still like pretty threatening.
Mm-hmm.
And then now you kind of have like Ardhanarishwara and Mahadevi to kind of like with this spell you can kind of like have like a safer turn on. You start a little bit later. But you do get like a more safer turns, bigger numbers. So like with Mahadevi, because like even with Mahadevi, you just go to 2 counters, you attack with her, and then your opponent will go straight probably from 4 to 2 lives, and then now they have to answer to everything, and then you just take your Ardhanarishwara, and then now you have 2 cards that they have to answer to, and even if they can answer them, like you can still have like other things too, because like you have multiple Parvati, you can just stack more Naja Tiger or more Ardhanarishwara on the top, and then now they have even more things to answer to. Yeah. And yeah, this guy brings I guess like one of like the other sentiment that people are like sharing is like they take out Ganga, which I will probably rather not because I have the secret version and it's really pretty. Yeah, I mean like I read somewhere at in the recent years, like they say they think that we are seeing like less people like sharing their list for Bell Spirits, like when new set came out, and their opinion is actually kind of like maybe it's kind of like anecdotal, but like I can kind of like see the point, which is I feel like Bell Spirits being in a way more competitive like in the recent years. That is why people just don't want to like, even if you, because like competitive in a way, not really just about winning the tournaments, but like even if you play casually, there's kind of like a social credit that you get if you can get something that is quote unquote like unique. Like that is why it's kind of like awkward that if you share your list too early, then people can scrutinize that. But like if you share it with your friends that maybe don't know about it, then you will probably have like more social credits, and that's where things becomes a little bit awkward for you to be a little bit more open with just being excited. And this is the new set I just built this because I really like this guy. It kind of becomes a little bit harder because like and then also like the importance of tournaments is a little bit higher now, even though like considered compared to like other card games. So of course like Bellspire is not as competitive, but like the tournament is being like I guess like it's just in card game general, right? Like now tournaments is just having way more importance than it has before.
Mm.
Like I guess like just because the tournament itself is have more importance. Like not even if you are not that competitive, like the environment in general is going to be more competitive, if that makes sense. But
Yeah.
But I guess it is what it is. I guess like now, I mean like the world is changing. Like the main consumer for trading card games is also like shifting, so we can't really complain that it was better before, because like those people are dead now. Probably quite literally, because like I have some acquaintances that play Battle Spirits and they are in their 50s and their 60s, so like I mean like I'm not saying that they were going to die tomorrow, but like if they did, I'm going to be sad but not surprised.
Right. Fair enough, I guess. Yeah.
It's like I mean in a way like I'll still be really sad, because like we know each other for like since COVID basically. So like not that too long ago, but like this guy has been been here way longer. So like I guess we just have to accept that. But personally I found like where I found like this new set like very nice learning experience, especially with Parvati, because I feel like this is like, even though we have that problem where things get a little bit more competitive thing, but I guess that would kind of like triggered more people to kind of like share. And that's probably why at least like these two came into my timeline. I guess there is going to be more, but it's just this two get into my timeline first, so like I'm going to give them credits for that, I guess. But I guess like this is Indian, like this is the work for the whole of the whole community, and it's just where it kind of crystallized in. But of course, as usual, I see both on this both of this list, and I still think I still have mine is still better. Just kidding. Not just kidding. It's not that mine is better, but like with what I wanted to do, I think like I have like I don't. There are things that it's mostly personal preference. I'm Indian. I feel like I can't say that I'm good enough, but then again, I'm still a casual player, so there are things that I put more importance to than other people, because like I saw some people's consideration on what they put on several things, and one of the biggest consideration is that so for this card, if you bring it, then you can bring the secret version of it. The newer cards, it might be better, but it doesn't have a secret version, so that's why I'm bringing the old one. You know what? Base. That's also why I bring like the new, like the revival version of Kartikeya, because I can afford the secret and it looks really pretty. Otherwise, I'll probably just stick with the pre-revival version, because until it becomes a detriment to me, I don't really see the point in like salvaging the only 2 Saga Brave inside my deck. Like so unless like it's a really specific condition, mostly like the old version do just fine. And and that's actually another point, that like the midrange will probably prefer the new one, because they want the options for that one fringe condition in which you do have to fetch the Lotus Bow. But with the Hyper Aggro one, this guy actually like likes the old one better, because he wants to consider the condition in which your opponent plays the field magic, for example, or code break, in which they will delete the symbols. Then you wouldn't have a code symbol to fulfill the summoning, the reduction for Kartikeya, if you need to summon her from end. So in that case, you would want the old one, because her reduction is just purely yellow.
Right.
So that's why like this has became a very nice learning experience. it's like, oh yeah, that's the subtle thing. That's the other decks that you need to consider against. Because in our monthly tournaments, right, like rarely people use like Petit Glow because like
Top form meta. Yeah.
Petit Glow because like I mean like Petit Glow is not it's kind of like an anti-meta, but like but if you play that in a casual tournament, like it's basically what you get is no friends.
Yeah, true. Fair.
Exactly. Because like you're not even countering something that is that strong, but like yeah, why? do you really need to be here? Aren't you supposed to be somewhere else? No, just kidding. you play what you want, but it's just like nobody's like playing it, so it has never been a consideration on my part. But like now I can kind of see okay, like because like with the particular itself, like you don't really worry about like now that you have Lotus Bow, you don't really worry about your Grand Walker being destroyed. You worry more about like the symbol being wiped.
Yeah, true.
Because that kind of like ruins your curve a lot. So that's I guess that's kind of how like stuff like Yellow World or Kaori can still kind of like fill in the gap. So yeah, that's why it's interesting. So let's come into my own list, which is basically like just my old the list that I shared previously, just changed a little bit. So basically, I just try to incorporate what I've learned so far and tried Kaori, and I kind of like it. But also, there's this weird nagging feeling that I might like this. I might like Kaori and how it plays. Mostly because it turns the game back into Vanguard. And I don't know how to feel about it.
Bruh.
Because like, again, right, with Kaori, it's kind of like you do get something that extends your play. And then like, the drawback is that you do have one less hand. Like if you can start the snowball, then doesn't really matter. You can lose one hand. But like if your position is already bad, it's not going to make anything better. So I guess like that's why it's still kind of neutral. You can kind of put it in, especially because like sometimes you just want like more Mirage. I guess like this is taking like the slot of Banish, the Banish that I put the other day. Like I guess that's still fine because like anyway like Banish you will then summon it. You will just use it in like very specific condition in which you can afford to like deploy more Parvati anyway, so like I guess that kind of works. But still, that as I explained in like as I shared in the hyper aggro build, like it kind of helps you to kind of like build your curves, and then it has also the function of like you can just deplete it, set it to Parvati, and then now every single spirit on your field can attack and discard something from your deck with a Mirage effect. Yeah. So in that way, even if you kind of like break, and you only have like Osher on your field, then you can kind of like do as long as you can get into like one counter with Lotus Bow or Hajiro. And let's say like after that you only have like Osher left. If you have at least Kaori, then you can just hit, and then you have like basically two chances to hit either Naja Tiger, Pegasati, or Ardhanarishwara. Because like the other day, I won on 10. Yeah, because like when I tested it, I actually won I think on 10-2 going first.
Yeah, I'm a fan of
Yep.
That's why I do with Parvati as well,
Yes, and then the thing is I don't have any Kartikeya, I don't have any Osher. So my Mirage is Kaori. And then like, okay, so then how is that going to change things? Basically, every time my friend like removes my Ardhanarishwara, I just attack, flip, Ardhanarishwara summon. And then I think like at some point I just threw the Kartikeya when I was like in my attack step, so I just attack. Now I just attack, summon Ardhanarishwara from the top from the trash with her own effect, and then I just summon the Kartikeya from my hand.
Nice.
I was like, oh, yeah, I understand it now. And it just hit. So like, of course, like this is a problem if your opponent has like stuff like Blizzard Wall, then it will stop. But like it is turn 1 going turn 2 going first. So like your opponent only has like one turn to set up. So like most likely their main defense that's going to threaten you is going to be stuff like Southern Crossflame, Burst Wall. So like those things you can kind of like have an answer to. But with like Blizzard Wall, unless they are really lucky to drop in their trash, then it's not going to be a problem most likely.
I mean, even if they do have Blizzard Wall, you can just life burn. So.
Oh no, in this case, like you have only Kaori, so like, so like even then, like you get this kind of like a good alternative instead of like Hachiro. That's like, yeah, you can summon stuff for free, yes, but like, yeah, just by the virtue of like, okay, the rest of your deck is not going to be cost 5 or higher, so like, in that case, like Kaori's mirror is actually like, yeah, really nice. Yeah. Maybe I'll bring back my Parvati to 3 at some point. Still testing with 2. So far, it's still kind of feel fine because you just for the old Parvati, you just needed one that is equipped with the Lotus Bow. So
I
like,
see.
yeah.
I see.
So like, I guess like any extra copy is there mostly just to ensure that you draw it, rather than like actually like you needing more. Of course, there are fringe conditions which like if you have more, then okay, like now you can just block and then play for a battle, and then like yep, you have more options because you have more stuff to block with. So if they clear your core with like something that can only clear one Grand Walker Nexus, then you have 2 more that you can Grand Force. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah. And then yeah, Kali is basically just a matter of space. But yeah, now I see people like playing like one Mahadevi instead. Maybe there's something other things that can be tested. And then Ganga, I feel like now that I played it myself, like in a way there are French condition in which like she is like still the main way to get like 2 cards into your hand the fastest. But still, in other conditions, like mostly like it feels like awkward because like now you have to summon you basically it makes you like okay, so like you already have like let's say Hachiro or Kakapo in your field, and then like you have you throw into Ganga and you kind of wanted to play it now. So it's kind of like in a way like it tempts you to spend your course, which is not always going to be a bad thing because like there's going to be situations where you actually need that, but like it is mostly a self-control thing. It is kind of like making good situation better in a way. So like I guess I can kind of see. But then again, if you play mid-range, I guess Ganga is still you will need at least 1. 2 I think like still okay. Because it's less about the search effect itself. It's mostly just because she can retain herself to the hand. Like if you use up your Kali, then you still have something to stack with Parvati so that you wouldn't deck out.
What? But do you really need to worry about deck over this deck though?
Yeah, I mean like that's why like 1 wouldn't hurt, right? But
Fair
yeah,
enough, I
like,
guess.
yeah. I mean, like you never know. Maybe you are playing against Mel or something. But then again, I say that. But if you pass your
but
turn,
like,
you'll die.
you kind of like a rush deck as well. Like, I think by the point they can mill, you just
yeah,
you know.
yeah. It's going to be. It's already like unwinnable regardless. So like
Yeah, no, literally, yeah, basically, yeah.
Yeah. I can kind of see the point, but yeah, I mean, I guess like that's another niche that you kind of can consider. I guess. Also, like you never know. Sometimes you're just that desperate. You don't like you already bring like all these mirages. You don't have them, and then you just do like courtyards every turn, and then like now you have like 11 cards left in your deck. Fuck.
Sure. Maybe, yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes you just go too fast. You want to go fast, and then you go too fast. Yeah, so I'm of course like I'm still like burst wall is something that I kind of trying out. But yeah, I guess like in the end, like maybe 3 defense is going to be enough. So maybe I guess it's also like kind of like something that is meta specific, if you will. Because like, I guess like with the people I play with, like burst wall is something that can still kind of like help a lot.
Yeah, because of like the fast meta as well. Yeah.
So yeah, maybe either I'll keep it at 4 or I'll just cut 1 for it. Maybe. Who knows? I mean, like again, we are mostly just people like trying to play their decks that is sitting on their shelves. So like if one day someone just show up with Raver, I guess that will help.
Guess I'll die.
Yeah. Nah. All of my defense are different. I think who was it? I think like it's Enoch the other day that is testing his Raver, and then like, so yeah, I'm going to do the ultra contract advent. So like, yeah, do you want me to shoot 2 lives or do you want me to mill 10 cards from your deck? And I was like, I'll take the 2 lives. Yeah, it was a very different time indeed. Either that or I was playing Indra, so like yeah.
I mean, it doesn't help that Enos is also experiencing facing against Parvati just because I play it.
Oh yeah, I mean like I said that I was like playing against him, but now that I think about it, like his situation was kind of something that I have a hand in, so it's probably I was playing Indra, in which the question will be different.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's why I was like, yeah, I'm going to take the 2 lives. I still have like 4 left. Like yeah, just take it. Just take it. I can finish you next turn. Yeah. Never thought my pink girl obsession would be this rewarding. Yeah. That's why, guys. Pink girls are the is the answer. Yeah.
Bruh. Not you, no Gasai.
But hear me out. No, just kidding. I haven't watched enough of Mirai Nikki to judge, but like I mean like hear me out.
Don't watch it. It's so bad. I don't even know why I like it as a kid.
Yeah, I mean it's fine. You don't have to. Not everything that you like has to be good things, isn't it?
I mean, fair enough, yeah.
I like solo leveling, and I know it's bad, and I probably wouldn't like it if it's good.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Nah, it's really funny because like my little brother actually read the manga as well, and then so I was like, "Is solo leveling actually good?" It's like, no.
I mean, like with the webtoon, it's even worse because it's even a worse what was it again? Some policy.
All right. Yeah. No. But like basically, he read the original one. Actually, no. It's over. Yeah, I don't think it's over.
Oh no, it's over. It's over.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So my little brother did read everything, and then I asked him, "Is it good?" It's like, no. It's just like don't get into it.
I mean, it's kind of like a fast food, isn't it? Like, yeah, you don't
like his reasons is basically because like every chapter is repeating the same thing. Oh, big boss, kill it, get new power, oh, another big boss with more power, get new power kind of thing, something like that.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
I mean, like that formula itself is still kind of fine. I feel like most people.
Oh no, it's definitely fine. Yeah, but like.
Yeah, I think like most people's criticism about solo leveling is the fact that the power system is different only for him. So like with that, because of that, like no matter how threatening other people are, like it doesn't matter. So like that's the main problem, right? So like kind of like try to build up this side character, but like they have like zero chance on winning against him. You have all
I
these
see.
appealing side characters as well on his side, and they're going to die. You know it. You can feel it.
Ah,
They're either going to die or Song Jinwoo is going to save them, and then they were like, "Yeah, no, I'm done with this fighting stuff." And then
ah,
like the threat will be global, and then like yeah, I mean like I am afraid now I'm washed, but like I have to stand up for the world. And then either they are going to die or they are going to be like one of the last people just to kind of like sacrifice that yeah finally like Sun Jin will saves the world before like everything is devastated. Yeah, but is that fun? I guess it's kind of like safe. Again, it's kind of like a fast food. Like you don't really. I would like Big Mac can still be enjoyable, but do you really eat Big Mac for the enjoyment? It feels like the enjoyment of like eating Big Mac comes from not because Big Mac itself is in enjoyment, but because you're not seeking for enjoyment and you are getting enjoyment. A modicum
fair
of it.
enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough.
So I guess that's why like solo leveling is something that people can like, but you can't say that it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, like the visual is just. I mean, like yeah, admittedly, like the visual is like really appealing. That's for sure. It's just you like flashing colors, then yeah, solo leveling is for you, I guess. Going to be your first anime after Cocomelon, I guess. Cocomelon.
Cocomelon.
Oh my. Why is that like stays in my head? I think like, they already rebranded even. Thank goodness now my my niece is like more into like actual produced cartoons instead of those Cocomelon stuff.
No, I actually never seen Cocomelon. I just heard of it before.
Cocomelon, no. Like maybe listening to one is not that bad because it's just Skit song, right? Like yeah, I mean it's inoffensive. The problem is if you are beside a toddler in 2025, 2026, you're not going to just listen to one Cocomelon song.
God.
If you need to babysit them for like 2 hours, like one song is like 3 minutes, right? So that's like 40 songs.
Oh god.
Please release me from this shackles, from this prison called my blush. Yeah. I mean, like, you know, as someone who subscribes to a monotheistic religion, I was like, why is like people with like pantheistic religion, like they can subscribe to like evil gods and stuff, right? And after Cocomelon, I can kind of understand.
Lamau.
Yeah, it's like, yep, I will probably just like, yep, God of Life, no, that's cringe. Like, no, where's the shrine of the God of Death? Where's the shrine of the God of Destruction? I think like humanity needs to fall. Because like I guess like with religion, with like mythologies that has like the God of Destruction, they're usually kind of like a neutral force, right? Because like nothing is supposed to be like stay forever. So they're supposed to represent that impermanence kind of thing. Like that everything needs to eventually like reset and like be created again. So I guess I can. It's more into like, yep. Now I feel like it's less into like, yeah, we need to destroy everything, but like, no, the destruction that is supposed to happen eventually needs to happen now. Oh my goodness. Yeah. I probably going to just lie down after this, considering to buy Omega Labyrinth Life. Probably I shouldn't, but that's kind of tempting.
Buy what?
Omega Labyrinth Life. Going to send it to you later.
Okay then.
It's a roguelike RPG.
Okay then.
It's on like a 60% discount or something.
Oh god.
Although something a little bit more positive, I'm considering to get a subscription for my local library.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Oh, that's something I would like to hear.
Yeah. Because it's like $20 for a year. And the thing is, like my city has my district specifically has this thing called an open library. So this library is for the most part unmanned. And then you basically can access it from 7 a.m. up to 10 p.m. if you have a library card, basically. So you scan your library card and then you get in, and then you can just stay there until like from 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. So I guess like especially with how because of summer is coming, I guess I just wanted somewhere else to work where hopefully like the airflow is going to be better, or if it's air conditioned, even better. But even the main library is also like really pretty. And the thing about German library is that you can borrow games as well. Yeah. So I'm already like then like I already eyed some games. So like yeah, once I get my pay, I'm going to go to the library. Not read books, but yeah, I'm still going to the library in it.
You've disappointed me.
Nah, I'm going to read some, maybe. Because like in the end, I guess like one of the things is like you wanted children books if you are learning other languages, just you kind of wanted to get used to like sentence being repeated in your head. But like of course like if you don't have any kids, doesn't really make sense to buy children books because they are more expensive because they have more colors and stuff. But like with library, you have access to everything.
Fair enough, yeah.
So yeah, go to library, guys. Support your local library. It's like you never know like who will need them. Also, yeah, they're just pretty comfortable. I mean, like I haven't gone there when it is like totally packed. But like last time I went there, it was like I can still find a sofa. I can't find a desk though, but like still the sofa is still good enough, I guess, to read. Yeah, I was just doing my research. They have a Wi-Fi as well. Like I wouldn't say like that it will replace like my home, but like it replaces cafe by a lot.
Good, yeah, that's good.
Yeah, because like you don't have to pay for coffee and you get a change of pace. Because sometimes with especially with studying, right? Like if you kind of want an environment where you keep it sacred just for studying, kind of thing. Well, I mean it's different for each people. So like it might not work for you. You might be able to work, play, and study in the same place, and that's even better. But like yeah, if you need that change of pace, yeah, you might want to check your local library. Yeah, I mean like the only downside is you can't play music loudly, but yeah.
I mean, I usually prefer my headphones.
Even the downside though, yeah. Yeah, just get the.
I mean, yeah, some people do like to play music loudly, like my friend. So, I don't know, I just don't like that.
Yeah.
It's too noisy for me.
Yeah, I am kind of allergic to sound system myself. But like if I, especially because right, like in Indonesia, well, I don't know if it's an Indonesian thing or because we are in the big city, right? And I went to fairly like good schools, like for the upper middle class. Like a lot of my classmates, especially the female ones, when they reach 17, it's basically their last birthday before they become an adult, right? Like it's a big thing, right? It's a sweet 17. Yeah. So I don't think if it's something that we take from the US, or because like yeah, I mean like with lots of Asian countries we do just take some stuff in from the West, but just like yeah, just take it and like not really think too deep about like what it actually signifies. But it's kind of like also kind of like a status symbol thing, right? But like the thing is, with my wealthier schoolmates, it's basically they will rent a whole wedding venue, but instead of having a wedding, it's just the girl like having their birthday, and they will have events and stuff. One of my friends, they actually have kind of like a competition in which you can win money. I think like back then 10K is still, I think it's almost a euro, so it's almost a £1, so it's still kind of like good enough, right? So like the challenge is, because we're Indonesians, you have to eat a straight up chili, a bird's eye chili. For each one that you consume, you get a 10K. I think like the guy who went in front, like he ate like 20 or something. So like that's,
Damn.
yeah. So like, I guess that guy was just doing it for shit and giggles. But for me personally, if I went in front and I ate 20, that's my 2 weeks allowance, by the way. That's my 2 weeks allowance to eat like one single meal every day at school, and then like still have something for the weekends, pretty much. So like that's how major it was back then. But yeah, damn. But yeah, but sometimes I will get like seats that are like close to the speakers, and I will like, get me out of here. This is too loud. It is ringing in my head. Fuck this shit. I don't know if it's because I hit my head a lot as a kid, because I don't know why, but I even sometimes not sure how I can grow into adulthood, get my master's degree, and have, well, I have memory problems, but not to the degree that it doesn't become a detriment to like other people like my age. Like I mean, like I guess like it's still like within reason for people my age, but like, because like I don't know why or what leads to that, but like maybe because of I watch so much Tom and Jerry, but like whenever I got so stressed, like the way I kind of like wanted to my way of coping is actually like just slamming my head into things.
What?
Yeah. Which is why now that I think about it, that's kind of fucked up.
Basically,
yeah, I didn't even play football, because American football, rugby is not the thing in Indonesia. But I guess like my head probably has more concussion than like any like professional rugby players that plays for like 7 or 10 years.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So yeah, that's probably why like I have problems with my hearing and stuff. Yeah. And why I don't like loud noises, but yeah, it is what it is.
That's some law drop right there.
I hit my head a lot as a child. That's a lot of things to take in. Now that I heard that myself, I was laughing at myself, and then I was like, oh yeah. that's a literal and physical trauma that I have inside my head. You know what? It's not good to overshare emotional trauma. That's why I'm sharing my physical trauma. Okay. I guess that has been good 2 hours of us pretty much like looking into the current meta, and also my study journey into Parvati. We might look into other texts that we have tested and that we have created for our decklist episode as well as we go. My Farah is not here yet, so that's going to take some time. We'll look into how we can do that. And then like on 18th we will have more information about the new anime as well. So do look forward to Battle Spirits RE Zekkai no Ku coming up this fall 2026. Even if they don't go into the streaming services, I believe they will. We will have ways to watch them as well. So yeah, just look forward to the anime. Yeah. So yeah, I guess that has been everything well, I jump my guns. But yeah, as usual, if you have any other questions, comments, or requests, do feel free to drop it to our email at therefreshsteppodcast@gmail.com. Or if you are listening to this on YouTube or Spotify, do feel free to drop a comment on the episode. And yeah, if you have friends that are on the edge of playing Pale Spirits, but you haven't had a time to teach them yet, we just made our first how to play video for Pale Spirits. I have a lot of excuses. And it took a whole month, but it's finally here. So for the love of God, please share it to them as well. Or if you're the one that actually needs it, we actually have them now, so you can watch them now. Yeah. Probably going to share it again on post this weekend, but yeah, until then, please share them for us and for the community, of course. Yeah, we want more people to play with. Yippee! Yeah,
Play with us.
Play with us. And as usual, if you have too much Pale Spirit stacks randomly lying around and you want to play somewhat competitively, we do have a tournament going on in the Battle Spirit Battle Club once a month, usually in the third week of the month. So just join with the link in the description below, and we'll let you know when it is there, I guess. Yeah. Ayumu, do you have anything that you want to shill as well? Because we're in the shilling train right now.
No, not really.
Yeah, not yet. I guess upcoming, yes, but not now. But I suppose that has been everything that we have. But yeah, I guess that has been everything that we can share for this week. We hope that you guys have a nice week going forward, and we'll see you all in the next turn. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Yes, the shilling train. With 1 shilling, you can ride this train all the way from London to Newcastle.